So this is a battle, as you see, against Sami, and he brought a really cheap army, and it was a lone sword cheese spam, and I did not bring the correct army to counter it. But you'll see me definitely do well against it. For a while there, I had victory in my grasp, but I got cocky and I lost. Probably because I got cocky, so, oh well. But you'll see how this battle turns out. And, people with armies like these really annoy me. They really annoy everybody. But, what I do have is the Yari Ashigar behind my general. I always bring one now. I will never, ever, ever, play a battle without one of these guys behind my general as a spear unit. They're so good. They are so good. They'll protect your archers and your general after the melee engagement has happened. They can flank enemy melee troops. They can do whatever the heck you want them to do. They're a really good versatile unit. But I brought this army of 4 Naginatas, 2 Naginata warrior monks. So that's the only good unit I have against lone swords. That's the only unit. I'm gonna have to use that guy up to his effectiveness. Now, I brought a 1000 Koku Katana Samurai in my middle here, and he's gonna do real well against lone swords, but there's only so much, units he has, and they're gonna have so many units, so many waves of troops that he's gonna rout. Now, he's gonna own everything he comes in contact to, but they're just gonna whittle him down. So, I put my, cavalry, which I really admire now, having a lot of cav. At least 6 cavalry is what I'm going to bring from now on. Wins me cav battles and lets me flank the enemy a lot. The only problem is with this build is it's really micro heavy, as you have to, I have to really manage my micro. My micro is going crazy here, because they have just so many units. Easy for them to micro. Now, they have 3 bow warrior monks. They are non-veterans, though, but I don't care about those guys right now. They're non-veterans. They suck. Well, they don't suck, but I don't really care about them. What I'm much more concerned about is these matchlock warrior monks, because these guys will rip my current army up. I cannot afford a volley into anybody. I cannot afford a volley into anything, anywhere. So I'm gonna try to decimate these guys. I'm gonna train both of my 200 range bow monks into these. Now I'm gonna charge with my cavalry. My first mistake. I own his lone swords. I just own them, and I'm also gonna charge here. I'm gonna own their troops over there too. But if I was patient and I waited, I could have outflanked him. I could have sent my troops in. I definitely should have sent my troops in right now. I should charge everything I had. Definitely should have at least waited to kill off this matchlock here. And this matchlock, as far as I know, doesn't fire anything at anything. Yeah, I'm really lucky that he didn't. Right now, my archers are about to get in his line of fire, but I catch myself. I'm gonna own these guys, and I mean, look at I'm causing some ownage over here. Wedge formation. Charge into the backs of lone swords. I mean, how much more havoc could you cause? But that's not the use for a heavy cav. I finally learned you just don't charge with blobs of enemy units. No matter what unit type they are, I'm just not going to anymore. I just thought this was some really juicy meat to be had, if you like the metaphor, and just destroy these guys. And I did rip these guys up, as you see from their banners. I did also rout one just now, and I believe I routed two maybe over here that you didn't see maybe. But I mean, they still have like 20 units. It's just not fair. This army is just really sucks. My friend Gamer Richie was once accused of from another YouTube commentator about having an army like this. I think whoever that guy was completely wrong. And, you know, Gamer Richie at most brings like 3 lone swords. So, that's tolerable, but as you see, his fire cavalry are doing stupid, nutty things. They're trying to attack a routing unit, and I'm going to be really pleased that they do this, because they're going to not be able to get there for a long time. Now, this guy already uses rally, and I'm going to be able to kill the general with my bows. I train all my bows on him, and I kill him. I didn't really spoil anything, because I kill him any minute now. So, he's going to finally charge, and this guy, I mean, is just going to own at least 3 people. Let me see real quick. If you go to options, I learned this from Gamer Richie's recent video, by the way. Battle interface. And you click always right there. You can finally see the stats of these guys. They have, wow, only 15 melee attack, but 30 charge. So they have a great charge. I definitely would have traded that in for melee attack if I were him. And he also has good morale and melee defense. I think this guy definitely did his veteran units wrong, but, you know, because these guys can have like 20-something melee attack. Now, suddenly they just got 18, so it might be the replay glitching out. These guys have the same stats. These lone swords have almost the same stats. I don't know. But, my Naginatas are going to do real well. I mean, I'm routing his units all over the place, and this is... But he still has waves. I mean, he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melee units, and a cavalry, and 3 bow warrior monks left. So, I mean, I could have won this. This is a battle I just fought, by the way. I'm really disappointed that I didn't win this. So I'll have to see what I did. Now, this is what I did. I put my Naginatas, and I attacked with them. That's what I did wrong. I definitely should have formed up. I should have kept right there. I should have lined up, should have kept right there, waited for him to attack me, try to whittle his units down with my archers. And I haven't played this game for 3 days. Otherwise, I would have won this, I bet. So I'm a little bit rusty. My Katana Samurai are down to 40 men, but they just killed at least 3 lone sword units. So I'm really proud of them. They got 130 kills. So, I mean, that's about 3 lone swords. I mean, a lone sword has 150 units in it, but, I mean, lone swords route at, like, 50 units left, pretty much. My Naginata warrior monks, I mean, their war cry was real effective, and this is when I start losing. You see, I can't beat his lone sword for whatever reason. And his cavalry, his fire cav, can do some good damage. They did charge in a Naginata, though. It killed the Naginata, but he barely has units left. And he's going to be able to charge into the general. I forgot to put stand and fight on. And as you see now, the power bar is still in my, you know, sway by far. But that's only because I have these units. They mean nothing anymore. So, he has more melee units. He's surrounded me, divided my forces up. And there's no way I can win this battle now. It's a good game to him, though. He did very well. Actually, what am I talking about? You know, this guy sucks. He brought lone sword spam, but I have no sympathy for him. Yeah, sorry, Somi, but until you use an honorable setup, frick you, basically, is what I'm saying. Not to be modest or anything. No, but seriously, this is really cheap. This is really cheap. It annoys the heck out of me. You know, I am too emotional about it, but, you know, it annoys the heck out of me. Really. I mean, my 2 Naginatas couldn't beat this lone sword here. After all they did, these guys killed 126. These guys killed, wow, these guys killed 153. Wow. Overpowered much? I mean, seriously? There should be like a cap on how many guys you can kill. No, but seriously, what they need to do is they need to make this unit have 120 men, just like any normal unit, and they need to have 2 melee attack upgrades, and they need to count for less. But my general's gonna hold off here, and I thought I was gonna pull a Gamer Richie and like kill 5 units with my general instead and fight, because he has tons of melee defense. What does he have? 18 melee defense. So my archers, even in the battle, but they don't really do much. They actually routed that longsword finally. Frick that longsword, dude. 166 kills. I mean, just look how many kills these guys have. I mean, this guy, my archers got insane kills, like 300 each, though. So, you know, it was a fun game, but I'm almost at a 1-to-1 win-loss ratio now. So, I kind of want to have a positive win-loss, but still, it was a fun game, I guess, even though it was a cheap cheese army spam. Hopefully you guys learned something, even with my army that is weak against a longsword spam, or I believe so, because, my units have high armor, which is, sometimes longsword spammers bring, like, good archers, sometimes they don't, but I did not have enough units to counter. My men fought bravely, though, but his army just beat mine because it was a better army. So I did make some very bad tactical mistakes, so I definitely could have won that battle. So anyways, good day to you all. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. I will see you with another commentary.